This video is brought to you by Raycon.
Hey John, how's it going?
I've been pushing Raycons throughout the whole year, and I'm trying to spiff up the usual promos, getting kind of samey.
Raycon, like their everyday E25 lineup. Quality Bluetooth earbuds that start at about half the price of other premium earbuds in the market.
Yeah, and you see how expensive they can get? I don't get it.
I bet. Which is probably why Raycons are endorsed by music connoisseurs and celebrities.
Yeah, like Melissa Etheridge, Snoop Dogg, that's a hard one to forget, Rich the Kid, and Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson probably needs some ASMR before he destroys Roy Jones Jr. this November.
I can't believe he's actually boxing again.
That's a nice shade of red there.
I know, right? A Raycon comes in a handful of colors, and there's plenty to pick from. And their sleek, compact design fits great in the ears, giving me a great noise-isolating fit. The carrying case itself can even be charged up to give you more juice on the go.
Or at least when you're doing workouts in the middle of the night.
Yeah, well, I'd rather not wake up my neighbors or my brother upstairs with Diamond Dallas Page screaming at me.
Looking great, by the way.
Thanks. Also, who the hell are you?
You can save 15% off your order today by following the link in the description below by raycon.com/somecallmejohnny. Also comes with a 45-day free return policy so you can make sure you find the right pair for yourself without breaking the bank.
You gonna answer the question, or?
Gotta go when you're welcome.
Piece of shit. Well, I wasn't sure if I was going to have something a little more appropriate for the Halloween season this year, given that it's this year. It's kind of hard to get into the mood, with everything that's happened or things that are currently happening, and I'll leave it at that. I did Among Us last week. It was sort of spooky, but nobody's playing that game for scares. It's just fun. But a couple of days ago, my brother Elliot gives me a call and lets me know of this game called Phasmophobia, which was just released on Steam not too long ago. I never heard of it until then, of course, but he insisted that I give it a shot. It's early access, though, so I wasn't sure if I was entirely comfortable with giving the game the standard versus treatment. A spotlight maybe, but a full-out review kind of unusual. But it's not as if I haven't reviewed early access games before. Sometimes I find it easier to just write a script than to try and conjure up one in my head in real time as I'm watching the video. I'm kind of weird like that. So before I begin today's review, I should probably put an asterisk on this video. Whatever I may end up complaining about might be fixed whenever the game goes gold. And if that's the case, that makes it a prime candidate for a round 2 video. Hell, given trends by this time next year, I'll be looking at Phasmophobia 3.
It seems every time I'm recommended a new horror game that's making the rounds, it's always a first-person game. Probably want those scares to be as in-your-face as possible, literally in this case, since I believe this game also has a sizable VR community. And you know what, yeah, I can see these sort of games working best in a VR setting. I don't have a VR headset, though, don't really see the need for one if I'm being honest. I feel I can get plenty immersive just by playing this game in the dark if I'm being real. Phasmophobia is the first outing of indie developer Kinetic Games, a name I'm sure will make sense later down in their career, as I wouldn't call the character movements in this game very mobile unless you're throwing spray cans to a basketball hoop. You're a ghost hunter investigating multiple properties that's seen their fair share of paranormal activity. Cabins in the woods, suburban neighborhoods, a derelict high school, a closed-down asylum, all the standard set pieces you might expect in this kind of deal. Though the high school area was a little too big for my liking. I can't knock the detail, it was one-to-one accurate to an actual school, but after 20 minutes of wandering with no ghostly activity, you start to get a little bored. Using a variety of equipment, it's up to you to identify the type of ghost haunting the area, then you get back in your truck, nope the fuck out of there, and collect your meager restitution. As a proclaimed ghost hunter, I was anticipating something more direct, but you're more of a ghost detective. You never directly confront a ghost, that's just a one-way ticket to getting yourself killed. No, you're just scouring the area looking for clues that'll help you categorize the kind of ghost you're dealing with. You take pictures of those clues once you find them using the appropriate item, and then you leave, with arguably the same knowledge you had last time.
It's kind of strange to think about. It's like, so we're sending you to this area that has ghost activity. Cool. So what did you find? That the place has ghost activity. Ah.
I don't know, I think you can just look at some of these areas from a glance and figure something out. Why would a basketball court have a fucking Ouija board? Case closed. But that's the whole deal with Phasmophobia to summarize. You comb the area looking for clues to ascertain the kind of ethereal menace you're dealing with. Ghostly fingerprints showing up on multiple surfaces, scribbles showing up on a once blank notebook, the room suddenly becoming cold, doors suddenly opening or closing on their own, your PKE meter going haywire, and a random chicken bone on the floor. I mean, the bastards. When you find any of these, you jot them down in your journal, which also acts as your ghostly compendium, giving you hints on what you should be looking for next when you find your first piece of evidence. Each clue is linked to a specific type of ghost, so by cross-referencing all the evidence you find, you can eventually pinpoint the kind of ghost you're dealing with to something like a phantom, or wraith, or a poltergeist. From what I played, they all appear as black silhouettes that may or may not attack you. I think it depends on how much you anger them, and maybe your sanity meter? I think having lower sanity increases the odds of you getting attacked, but that's it. I thought it was going to be something like an Eternal Darkness where you start to see some crazy shit as your meter drops, but nothing of the sort happens even in higher difficulties. On the amateur setting, I think you're given a larger grace period before the ghost starts to aggro, but on professional, they can start fucking with the lights not even a minute in, and suddenly I find myself entering the afterlife after a deadly game of peekaboo. Apparently by using your microphone, I'm talking like your actual microphone they use for like Discord and all that, you can provoke the apparitions into giving themselves away, potentially making them leave a clue that can help you identify them. And I only say apparently because I'm never sure with these types of things. Is the ghost really reacting to me calling them a piece of shit, or did I hit some sort of enraged timer and the ghost is hunting me down because it was programmed to?
There's no such things as ghosts, it's all just a string of code. I'm Somecallmejohnny, the virtual atheist.
At the start of every mission, there's this whiteboard on the truck that lists some information for you, like the name of the ghost for starters, so you know who you're calling out to, and there's also some objectives you can complete for bonus cash, some of which require specific items to be in your disposal, which you only learn after already selecting your cache of tools. Yeah, so before the mission even begins, you can use the money you earn to buy additional items, like stronger flashlights, UV lights for fingerprints, and thankfully nothing else, and crucifixes. Well, you just might meet God tonight, it's good to have one close by. Once you got your stock ready, you're stuck with those items for the remainder of the session. So if a bonus objective requires something like the motion sensor, and you didn't happen to place it in your inventory before starting the mission, you're shit out of luck because you can't purchase additional items in the middle of a game. We never ran into a dead game, pardon the wordplay, because of the lack of proper tools, but I don't like how getting 100% for a mission is luck dependent. But other than that, Phasmophobia is a relatively simple game on the surface. I wasn't sure at first because the game's tutorial was sort of front-loaded. They're telling me all the game's mechanics through these unimpressive text boxes on this screen, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'll just let the others explain things as we're going along, and it ended up being better that way, which I'm sure was also sort of the intention given the emphasis on teamwork in this game. But I also think the tutorial just could have been handled better. Better conveyance next time instead of just reading a virtual instruction manual. Besides the first-person view for direct immersion, the game also utilizes 3D audio when playing with friends. It's recommended that you play with headphones, and you know, when a game tells me that, I'm thinking, oh fuck, it's probably gonna be like Five Nights at Freddy's. Gonna be getting loud noises suddenly assaulting my ears, but no. I mean, there are sharp noises that can occur, but nothing so abrupt. It's mainly whispers or ghostly winds. The 3D audio is mostly there to make your skin crawl. Oh, what was that? But it's also important for communication. The game has a built-in voice chat, so when you're in the middle of a session, the quality of your teammate's voice depends entirely on their proximity. The closer they are, the better they sound. If they're too far away, you can't hear shit and need to rely on the walkie-talkie to communicate.
Alright, Barbara. I am professional YouTuber recording footage for a review.
For as simple as that sounds, I found it an effective means of getting me absorbed, especially since if one of your teammates bites the dust, well, they can't talk to you anymore, obviously, and realizing that the party was slowly shrinking was a good way of making me tense. Up to 4 people can play a game cooperatively. For me, I had Elliot and my bud Nolan from Pizza Party Podcast to join me. So guys, and I said this at the end of our sessions, but thanks again for the company. I don't think I'd ever play something like this individually, but I'm grateful for the recommendation anyway. Playing this with close friends was pretty entertaining. These two absolutely loved this game. They were constantly talking shit to the ghost or playing basketball in the garage while I was setting up the next mission, and they were perfectly willing to leave me all by myself as live bait for the ghost, the dickheads.
Oh, I just heard somebody. There's somebody here.
I was pretty much a camera bitch the entire way through. These guys scanned the areas for clues and I took pictures of it to write down in the journal. We all had our specific roles, and planning out which items to bring, setting up cameras in rooms where we thought the ghost might be hiding out, and getting confirmation by studying the live feed in the truck was rewarding. I was never into those ghost hunting shows because I always thought they were full of shit.
Did you see that? Gosh, he was right in front of us.
But placed in the shoes of one, in a situation where I know ghosts are actually a thing, you know what? I can see the appeal, and the game was plenty unnerving.
No, fuck.
What is it?
I think I got Nolan.
Yeah. Nolan, are you still there? Yeah, I got Nolan.
Even though I've seen this kind of game before, it's no less great at making me uneasy, and sometimes that's all you need to elicit scares. It's not about what is there, but what could be there. So do you have the courage to continue the investigation?
However, the EMF went up to 4.
Whoa!
The game can be all kinds of jank, though. Like, the environments are fine. Things are dark, dank, and depressing. That's the entire point. It's a ghost hunting game. The player models, though, Christ, it's a mess. Look at the flashlights on the shoulders. Like, it's not even a strap. It's just, like, welded into their shoulders. Everyone's got these dead-eyed stares. Like, the ghost didn't even show up yet, and they give me these looks, so what the fuck was it behind me? Looking up and down is signified by your character's backs twisting a straight 90 degrees sometimes, both ways. And come on, man. Like, I'm laughing, but I should only be seeing shit like this when someone's possessed. I think that'd be pretty cool, actually. Normally, when you're killed by a ghost, you're sent to this ghostly dimension where you can't interact with other live players. But in one game, my brother got killed, but he was still able to play the game with us, with his corpse just hanging out on the floor. I don't think mouths are supposed to do that. But you know, I'm sure this was supposed to be a glitch, but it's one that sort of played along with the themes of the game, so it was like an added bonus. You ever see the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze? I was reminded of that. Now it was only a matter of time waiting for those wraiths to carry Elliot's spirit away. I can't say much for the single-player experience in Phasmophobia, but for this kind of game, clearly you need to play it with friends or just online in general. $14 is not terribly out there for this, I think. Early access or not, psychological horror games are not everyone's cup of tea. But experiencing those scares together with friends is always something to cherish, and again, I'm glad to have experienced this with Elliot and Nolan.
So yeah, I do recommend that you add Phasmophobia to your list of Halloween scares. And if later down the road it gets added content and it gets more stable for one thing, I'll be more than happy to give it another visit. Again, I know this year has made it kind of hard to get into the Halloween spirit proper, but whatever the case might be, I hope you guys have a happy Halloween. Stay at home, play some horror games, watch a scary movie, get cozy. And if you do plan on giving out candy this year to kids, I mean, make sure you're wearing a mask, wear some gloves. Fuck, don't even risk letting the kids come to your house. Just fucking toss a little shitload candy. They want the Twix, you want your fucking Twix. Whatever you decide to do, please stay safe out there. I'll end this video by giving you another highlight reel like I did with Among Us last time. Sometimes I feel I have to do that in order to elicit what I couldn't exactly put in words for the review. I feel I have to do that sometimes. But whatever the case may be, I'll see you guys for the next video. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask if you decide to go outside. Have yourselves a fantastic night, and take care.
Oh, hi, John.
Hi.
Am I floating?
Your flashlight is taped to your shoulder.
Whoa.
What?
You hear that?
No. What was that?
It's like a hum.
Oh, that's me. I got the spirit box.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh, this was one of these ghost fuckholes.
watch this.
Oh my god.
Papa Booey. Papa Booey. Did it do it again, or is that you?
That door is clipping
I
through
don't
the
know.
wall.
Nolan, where are you? Where are any of us, if you really think about it?
We're inside
Where
a
are
school.
you, smartass?
We're in a school.
Ooh. Fuck. God damn it.
Guys, what is that? Ah!
Elliot?
Am I dead?
Are you?
No,
Yeah.
I'm dead. I can still see you.
Yeah, you're still here.
Yeah, I can't see anything. I'm in the dark.
Oh.
Well, this is a nice glitch.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Fuck off.
So, the ghost name is Charles Anderson, and seems to only respond to people who are alone.
What's the ghost's name?
Charles Anderson.
Where's the what's the ghost's name?
Charles Anderson, we're gonna double.
Oh, I just heard somebody. What's the ghost's name again?
Charles Anderson.
Hey, Charles Anderson. Ask me what time it is. Elliot, behind you.
All right, Elliot, your turn.
All right.
Oh.
I see you, bitch. What up? Yeah, that's right. What of it? What of it?
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
I mean, if you get a picture of someone dead, then like that's actually good too. You can actually get insurance for that.
Thanks, America. Oh. Yeah.
I'm dying. I'm dead. Ah!
All right, John, let's go.
It's right behind you.
The underworld.
Did you get a picture?
No.
Leave. Go.
All right, go. Let's go. Sorry, Nolan. You tried your best. Fuck you, Charles Anderson.
That was muffled on my end.
Okay, we did it. Let's get the fuck out of here.